Avoid a sad narcissist at all cost. Avoid them. They'll bring you nothing but drama, problem, and then they'll put you in their mess. So this is the reason why you need to avoid a sad narcissist. I just put this the title just the way the spirit leads, because I feel that there are so many sad nurses there. They're looking for prey and looking for someone to sort them out mentally, because that is all they do. They're all about themselves, and they are always the victim in the storyline. So my name is Jennifer Billions. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Let us relax and grab a coffee, because we are the billionaire gang. Okay, so first thing you need to know is this: a narcissist is a person that thinks only about themselves. That is it. Everything they do is like a bait. It's like a clickbait. This is what they do, okay? They act like they're sacrificing everything for you. They act like everything of their whole life, their whole world, the world revolves around them, and then they sacrifice so much that they were unable to get to their goals, their potentials and everything all died all because of you. And then they give you that story, that imaginary story, and make you feel like you owe them for a lifetime. So that is why I say avoid a sad narcissist. A sad narcissist is a person that growing up, their childhood was really, really rough. They were betrayed, and then they had trust issues and so much more, and then they look for someone to take it out on in either ways. Either they make you sad too, because if you're with a sad person for a very, very long time, you tend to get infected with their sadness, okay? Because when they're always sad, you have no choice than when you're consoling them and be like, don't worry, everything will be okay. But are you okay? No, you don't find time for yourself, because you always have to worry about them. So there was a friend of mine. Yes, I'll say my friend before, because I'm not friends with her any longer, because I noticed something. I tried so hard to to be there for her, to be by her side. Every time I noticed this lady always complain only about sadness, about things that makes her unhappy. And even when I'm trying to bring up things, how my day went and stuff like that, she skipped past it. She's always talking only about herself. And I was like, man, it's time to go. Like, I can't be friends with someone that all they talk about is nothing else but themselves, and then they talk about how people betray them, the world is unfair and stuff like that, and they refuse to make themselves happy, and they will want to put you in their dilemma, put you in the cage with them. And honey, boo-boo, I'm not there and I'm not ready for all that. Okay, I don't even look like who have time for that, because I remember trying to rescue most people out of their emotion, because they always beat up themselves, out of their sadness, and I almost drowned, I almost was in that drama and stuff like that. I just thank God Almighty for getting me out of that situation. So one thing you need to do is avoid a sad narcissist or a sad person. It doesn't really have to be necessarily a narcissist, but avoid a sad person at all costs, because at some point they will infect you with their sadness. They have nothing to lose. They feel like the world is empty. They feel empty inside of them. So one thing about people that feel empty inside of them, they usually work on different aspects. It's either they work on the way they present themselves to the public, the looks, the way they they carry themselves and stuff like that. So they like to bring this, oh, I'm perfect, or my life is, I feel free, I'm okay, my life is this and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it is just the mask. And as soon as the masks fall out, you get to see the real them. When you come very close to them, then you realize how much sadness they have inside of them. And here is how they cage you. They cage you with their tears. They start with how they cry, they play the victim, the life was unfair, they've been orphans, they've been going through this, through that. So stay off a sad narcissist, stay off a sad person. And whenever you remember sad person, remember that Jennifer Billions told you to stay off a sad person, or stay off a sad narcissist, and that is it. So Because when you find yourself with a sad person for a very, very long time, you tend to be sad. You become sad and you adapt to their way of life. Because most of them life is really, really boring. They have nothing going on, and it's not your fault that they're like that. And they expect you to be that way with them. Okay, so if you find yourself, how to manage the situation, because sometimes you're related to them, maybe you'll share kids together, or they're your parents, or they're your family, or they're loved ones, or whoever. So this is how to do it. Don't stay in the same space with such type of people. Keep your contact on phone with them. And maybe probably you don't have no money yet to get that independent, you want to dependent, you don't have the money yet. The best thing for you to do is always be mute. Like at some point you just can't say much, because whatever you say will trigger them. They feel offended at everything. That is what I call a sad narcissist. So stay off a sad person at all costs, and save yourself stress, save yourself drama. Because when you get used to that energy, it's just like, for example, when you want to work in a factory for the first time, you don't know how to do it. They're teaching you, this is how to do it, this is how you're going to fix the weave or fix something or whatever. As soon as time goes on, you become so fast, or you become the best worker. And that is it. So that is how you become way more sad than the person who infected you. If y'all really enjoyed this video and you want a part 2, make sure you like my video and then turn on your notification, so whenever I post a new video, you'll be aware of it. I love you all. Jennifer Billions.